and is actually my the first time I went to Japan was Osaka Castle. Um, Now, I will just say this, and I'm not trying to get some hate, but I actually don't like Osaka as much. My favorite place in Japan is Tokyo and Kyoto,
I
but
agree with you. Don't worry.
maybe the audience will. Yes, but
That
yeah, but but Osaka Castle, I will have to say, is definitely like top three most historical reasons, top
mm,
three best places in Japan. First of all, it's like a very amazing symbol. Like it's a symbol of Japan. It's kind of the image you imagine a Japanese castle looks like. Got that like the tree look. Yeah, exactly. It's behind.
kind
It's
of looks like this one right here.
that castle is behind Chris.
Yeah.
That's actually Himeji Castle.
Yeah.
Himeji Castle is the biggest castle in Japan, but I would say Osaka Castle is the most
Well known.
well known, but I think beautiful. I don't know what you think, but
Mm,
especially so I'll try to explain it first. Why I think it's so beautiful is that when the first time I was in Japan, I basically had they don't speak English well, and I don't really know where I'm going. At the time, I did not have internet on my phone. This is like 2013, so it's not that common, right? So, but I remember I had a general idea of where Osaka Castle was, and someone was like, "Go to this station, get off, and walk." I'm
oh
like, "Just
yeah.
walk?" They're like, "Just walk." I'm like, "Okay." And the cool, very trippy thing is like you're walking, and it's just like okay, regular Japanese buildings. You got convenience stores everywhere. I think it's like an overpass, high subway.
Yeah,
The JR
I
lines
think
above
there's
you,
actually, yeah, it's called like Osaka Koen or
metro,
Osaka
whatever.
Joe
Yeah,
Koen or something. Yeah.
yeah, maybe yes, Osaka Joe Cohen. Yeah, and then but then you basically come up to like some trees, and it's like a mini forest. And you're just like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. There's like trees here in the middle of the city, and it's like
It's a
thousands of
really
trees, right?
big park. A
Yes,
really big
it's a
park.
huge park. And then as you're approaching towards the park, you're like, okay, this must be where the castle is. And it's just a very beautiful image of just like the trees, and then you see the top part of the castle, like not overlooking, but just like stretching past the trees.
Peeking out.
Yeah, and it's like it's very peaceful. It's very serene, and it's just like, wow, that is very beautiful. Like I said, I don't like I don't like Osaka that much, but like the Osaka Castle image and memory is always like it's always in my head, and it's always very beautiful. And it is absolutely massive. Like
Yeah.
the so I can ask you this because you would know better. Are all castles in Japan built with the massive moat? No, right?
Um, the ones that I have seen always have at least one moat. They might have like an outer moat and then like an inner moat.
Mm.
Um,
Oh yes,
and I
yes.
know that Osaka definitely does have one.
But the point I was trying to make was
I
like
think Himeji has two. Yeah,
maybe, but the point I'm trying to make was Osaka Castle's moat is like massive.
yeah, it goes
Like the
around. Okay,
walls are like freaking humongous. It's like it's imposing. It's like whoa,
yes.
yeah,
And the thing that you mentioned where it was like just peaceful and quiet.
yes,
That's one of the things I love about Japan. It's like you can literally walk down like a busy
mm-hmm,
street and then you take like a left into like a shrine or a temple and
mm-hmm,
it's
totally,
and
totally.
Osaka, the only weird part about it now is that, or the Osaka Castle, I guess I should say, is that that entire park is now, it's not touristy, but they've got like a Starbucks
Mm,
there, like on the outskirts of it, and they've got
mm.
like a train ride for the kids that rides by, so you hear like
Oh,
tunes playing. Um,
do they still have those
um,
hawk guys?
yeah, like the Falconeer guys.
Oh, the
Yeah,
falconeers.
it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
um, but it's like the castle itself, when you're standing like right across the moat, like the moat that leads to like the central area of the castle, and you
Hmm.
look up at it, like it's, whether it's spring and you see all the cherry blossoms around it, or it's like the
Wow.
dead of winter and you can just like
Hmm.
feel like the coldness of the imposing thing that you're about to like go up
Hmm.
against. Like
Yes,
it's,
yes, yes.
Osaka Castle is refurbished, but it is still an imposing force of like a people who are going to like have to cross this like cold water to climb up this steep rock path to like it's It is an
And
icon
and
of Japan.
I will say, so I've been to Japan 15 times. I've probably seen, just gonna throw off the top of my head, probably seen like like 10 castles. Unfortunately, some of those castles aren't even real historically.
Yeah,
They're just like made as a tourist site.
yeah,
Atami is one of them.
yeah.
I believe
It's got
Nagoya.
an arcade in one.
Nagoya is
I
not a
don't I
real
don't
castle. They just
I
built
don't
it
think I've
after
been
the.
to Nagoya.
We've been to Nagoya together
Possibly, I don't
for like
remember
half a
this.
night, like a night,
Maybe.
and then we saw the castle on the like randomly on the road, and it's like not even a real castle. And I
Yeah,
believe
Atami has an arcade and an art exhibit in it, so I don't really know
not when I
what.
was there.
Yeah, no,
When I was there, there was no arcade.
yeah.
Hiroshima's castle is not real, apparently. I mean,
Well,
oh,
yeah. Well,
you
let's
mean
not get into that subject.
no? It
Like,
was built before.
I'm pretty sure there was one there before, and
Oh, I
then
didn't realize. I thought it was a fake
America
one.
brought in some
Mhm.
freedom, if you
Yes.
will. So it
But anyway,
definitely is not original.
my point about all these castles is that if you go to Osaka Castle, it's like absolutely humongous, and it's
Yeah,
if you go inside the castle, and of course, like Chris said, it's refurbished. There's like an elevator in there, two
yeah, and a
elevators.
gift shop.
There's like gift shop. There's like modern stairs there. It's like not
Yeah.
it's not legit, right? But one cool thing is like they will have there's like a museum aspect to it where there's like they show older pictures
Yeah,
or like not pictures like
yeah.
paintings, and you see like what Osaka Castle was before, and it's just
Hmm.
like an actual like almost like a city built inside
Yeah,
of it, and you're just
yeah.
like, damn, it is that big, and it's
It was like the castle was the main hub, and then all around the outskirts, it
yeah,
was like the next royalty, and then it was like a moat, and then it was like the people who like
the towns
like
around
the
or whatever the
farmers.
heck
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was,
yeah.
yeah.
And they
And it's
have
like,
like
oh,
another wall.
this is a barracks, and
Yeah,
there's all this, it's crazy.
yeah,
And then yeah, so Osaka Castle was set up by Toyotomi Hideyoshi or Hideyoshi Toyotomi.
yeah.
Maybe
I'll
switching the
just
name up. But he basically unified Japan, and Osaka was like his home base. So like Osaka Castle is the most imposing thing, even though Himeji. See, that's the crazy thing. Himeji is like way bigger, but Osaka Castle seems more beautiful. That's just
yeah.
me.
Himeji also has like the whole grounds around it. Like there's like a little kids
Yes.
zoo. Um,
Oh,
but I
I bet.
know for a fact that one has like a moat that you go into, and then it's not just the castle, but they still have like the surrounding like barracks area around it that you can like tour.
Mm,
And the whole castle was under renovation for like 5 or 6 years. I think I went with you.
no, I was with Carolyn.
Then I went with one of our other friends,
Maybe, yeah.
and I went up with it, and then I came down, and then the next time I went, everything of the castle was under renovation, and they just had like the scaffolding around it, and then on the
Yes.
scaffolding it had like the painting of the castle, but you could still visit the grounds of it.
Oh,
Now it's open, and it surprisingly this Lego set looks a lot like it, and they've got little landmarks that you can go to it, but um, there's nothing inside. It's just a
right.
5-story big like pole in the middle, but they do have some augmented reality that you can like take a picture with your phone, and you can like look around of how it was.
Wow.
But
That's way
there's
before
no
when I was the
yeah, but there's no like historical like pieces inside to make it like a
right, right.
museum, but it's not
Yes.
refurbished like Osaka, if that
Right.
makes sense.
And like a mass, yeah.
Or
And
renovated.
Himeji Castle is just Himeji, like the town of Himeji.
Yeah, that's
And like
it.
that's your that's the point of going to the town.
Yeah.
Um
And you can see
yes.
it from the train station.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's just my little discussion on Osaka Castle.